One of the last minute things that we need to get done before you close on your home is called the final walkthrough. And at this point, you have been through so much and you're doing such a great job. You're almost there, my friend, but we got some more stuff to do. Now, speaking of the final walkthrough, in practice, I've seen some people get very nervous, anxiety over this, thinking, oh my God, what if the seller flushed down concrete in the toilet? Or what happens if something is broken? Who's gonna fix it? Who's on the hook for it? My friend, at this point, let's just do that hashtag JTAB, just take a breath and reassess. Because the reality of the final walkthrough is to ensure the home is in the same condition at the time that you made your offer, if not improved, from your home inspection after the repairs were complete. Speaking of home repairs, one of the best practices here are to actually send out your home inspector after you get confirmation that any negotiated repairs are completed. Doing so well ahead of the final walkthrough will ensure that if more time is needed to make those repairs, there's more than enough time left in the closing process. So please keep that in mind depending on where you are in the closing process or in your home buying journey when you watch this. Make sure that you send that inspector out to get confirmation that those repairs were done correctly. I'm super delighted for the Hernandez family. They have worked so hard to get to this point. Now with their final walkthrough, their closing, we're going to be giving them the keys to their new place soon. So heartwarming to see their success and know they're so close to being in their very own first home. It occurs to me that as I'm driving into the Hernandez family's new community, I wonder how many times Adrian and Nacole have taken this very same road to go check out their new home and look at it. I know that whenever I bought my first home, I was always driving past it like every single day, almost like I thought it was going to vanish or something, but I kept going by. I was so excited about it. And when you think about buying your first home, or any home for that matter, it's such a major milestone in our life. It's one of those things, if we really care about something, we want to scope it out. So I want to take a moment and say thank you for joining in on the Hernandez family's home buying experience. The finish line is within sight and it's coming up pretty quick. So thank you for being here and thank you for joining us. And I really appreciate your support and the amazing comments along the way. Now it's time to get ready to cross that finish line strong together. Buying your first home is a momentous occasion many of us have dreamed about for as long as we can remember. Meet first-time homebuyers Adrian, Nacole, and their family of 4 as they move forward buying their first family home.
We want to have space where we can run and stretch our feet and spread our wings and fly.
You'll be with them every step of the way from their home buying game plan meeting. What makes you happy and excited when you visualize your home all the way to their closing day?
He's somewhere up there, proud of me, proud of him.
Watch their story unfold on Real Estate, The Untold Stories. We're 2 days away from closing, right? And we're here at your final walkthrough, so we got some more checks to put in the boxes. How are you feeling?
Amazing, ecstatic, jolly.
Amazing!
I'm feeling good about everything as far as everything going on in the process. I feel like there's no major concerns, like as far as like we feel like, oh, our washing machine is going to be gone. The pool is going to be completely in disarray, or I don't know, something crazy. I feel like every time we've been here, everything has been nice and neat. Everything we discussed in repairs or anything, I feel like there's no concerns that we had at all about this. I feel like this is a formality.
It is pretty much a formality. You're absolutely right. Generally, you would want to bring like a cell phone charger with you in case you wanted to hit any different outlets. But we did have the home inspection done, so everything is good. But I do have an outlet tester if it makes you more comfortable to test any outlets that you're curious about, or if you like, I can go through each one of them for you. It's just up to you what you want to do. The good thing is, because this is more or less the purpose of a final walkthrough, is essentially to make sure the house is still standing, is still here, right?
So it is.
And that any repairs that should have been made were made per the agreement. In your case, we received a credit in lieu of the repairs, so we don't expect the repairs to be made. We just expect the house to still be functional and in the same condition. So if we take a look around, what I'd like to do is turn on all the faucets, look underneath all the sinks just to make sure there's no new issues that were reported in the home inspection or from the home inspection, and make sure that everything is good to go. Ask any questions that you may have, and we'll tour the house. And if you want to get excited, it's okay. But one last thing before you get too carried away, and we'll leave it with you, and I'm going to remind you before we leave. turn on the utilities effective Friday.
Definitely.
Otherwise, you're going to walk in.
So I
with
see
no light.
I see the electricity on.
Right now.
You said you were going to test the water. So what about the gas?
The gas, you need to turn on all your utilities into your name effective
Starting Friday. Got it.
Okay.
Otherwise, you're going to come home and it's going to be lights out, and you'll be like, man.
That was another almost question that we had, was like when we should do that. But also in your experience, because since we're still renting,
Right.
So sometimes, should we let them know, shut it off, or you know what I mean, like we're moving service, or how does that typically work? Do you feel like from what you know?
That's a really good question. I'm glad that you raised it. So what you want to do is absolutely contact the utility companies, let them know the situation, see if they'll allow you to obviously transfer your account here, but also see if they'll allow you to maintain utilities or how that's going to work out. That's going to be completely up to them how they roll it out. They may say, hey, we can't start your services at your new place until you're ready to vacate your old place. I don't know. That's going to be something you want to contact them and definitely ask them.
Okay, yeah.
Cool.
But that's a great question. So when you get the answer to that question, make sure you let me know.
All right, for sure.
So we know that the lights are working. I came in before you guys arrived, turned all the lights on. But let's go ahead and start exploring the plumbing. And obviously we know the cellar didn't have the gas on, so a little bit hard to test, as to Nicole's point. Take a look though. Open the fridge. All this is yours in like 2 days. Woo!
All this water is gonna be mine.
All this water. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna let it. I'm just gonna keep letting it run now, right?
It's gonna be not my water yet.
So then you just look through everything, make sure there's no new dripping, because from the home inspection, we didn't have any of these issues. So we want to make sure that none of them popped up during the closing process.
Okay.
We're good on this.
Okay.
I still remember this spot. Do you remember? It's almost the
yeah.
same time. We had a good powwow right here.
Oh yes.
You had your first powwow in your new home.
I told everyone I have a marriage counselor and a realtor. Do you know how to open it?
No.
In the middle.
All right.
And I believe it looks like they left you with a fork or a knife, huh?
Oh yeah.
That's very nice.
Our first fork.
Your first fork in your new home. It never fails. When somebody moves, there's always at least one thing left behind. Anyways, if you're enjoying this series, could you do me a big favor, please? Would you go ahead and smash that thumbs up and subscribe now to the channel? It'd really mean a lot to me. Thanks so much. Now, let's go back to it and see what else got left behind. So anywhere that you don't see the lights on, this is going to be indicative that you need to change them.
Ah.
Because I've already been flipping through all the switches and such.
Okay.
So please make note that you'll need to do some replacement of bulbs when you move in.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yes.
Please
Oh,
point
she
out
found
whatever you think. 'Cause
She found 2. So if you find some more, you let me know.
oh, it's a switch fireplace?
There's a switch here, and here's a key here. So whenever you get the gas turned on, go ahead and pop the gas on.
Okay.
And see if the switch hits the ignition, because a lot of these will. If not, then it means you just need the clicker to turn it on.
Gotcha.
And you'd asked me before, right? What is this?
What is it? I'm trying to figure out this whole. Well, I know that this is the H for Hernandez.
Yes, you're right.
That they installed for us right away.
I like that.
But
That's a very good point. That's a very good point. I like it. H for Hernandez.
I'm still figuring it out.
That was different than when we no. They added that just for you. But no, this was a version of them making absolutely certain they had enough strength to mount whatever television they had going on there. Because I've seen this in people's home before where they'll reinforce it and they actually use it for a TV mount. Now that one may be a little Rambo-ish, Hulkish. It'll work if you mount your television there or if you're gonna blow this out. Because by the way, this is just all hollow. If you wanted to blow out the space, you could, because this is just hollow, and then have drywall and texture put back on top of it if you wanted to open it up.
Because we did see too, like on another, like on a different house, like let's say on a few houses over that almost had the same setup, that they used this as almost like a bar. Like it was almost like the setup, and they made this into a bar, and they put the TV up here.
You can do
but
that.
I don't know if that.
You need to hit the studs because you're going to have the chimney. Now in Las Vegas, Nevada, obviously, you know, at the age of this home, after 1984, 1986, you can no longer have wood-burning fireplaces, so everything's gas at this point. But you still don't want to puncture the chimney itself, so you make sure that you brace on the studs. So, good point. Just be safe.
But I mean, probably to start even right here. Now that I get kind of what it's for. I still don't really know what could even go up here, or if this is storage, or if this is
the H. It's the H.
Just the H, I guess.
It's just the H for Hernandez.
I
like this one, right? And then you have your bathroom that your daughter's in right now. If you want to go ahead and turn on the faucets, flush the toilet, turn on the shower.
Faucets.
Looks like it all checked out.
Good. And then you have your laundry room with your mud sink to your left side there.
Underneath the sink. Any leaks?
None that I see. All right.
Wayno, Wayno.
Winner. Chicken dinner.
This room you don't have overhead lighting, so if you want to add it, you could always add the additional lighting. Now remember, this is the one that has like the upside down electrical outlet. That's what the switch is going to go to. So whenever we're during the daytime, if you see one that has the third prong, the ground, to the top, it's the one that's going to more than likely go to the switch. So if you want to put a floor lamp in here, you can do that until you install like overhead lighting if you want. What's next? What next do we do in the Hernandez Casa?
To the second floor?
Shall we go?
To the second floor.
Let's do it.
To the second floor we go.
And when we go up there, I am curious though, because you were telling me something the other day when we were on the phone. There is a certain YouTube channel called the Hernandez Family, or you know, you're still playing with the name. But you had told me that, oh, this is going to be so perfect. We're going to be able to set up the gear, the computer.
Oh yeah, this is where the
is it
magic
here?
happens?
This is where I feel like the computer that we're gonna get is gonna go. So like it's gonna be like the computer maybe for some editing, well, either some kind of either green screen over here on this side, or right here is where there's gonna be the backdrop of our family videos. So yeah, this is gonna be our kind of like the loft, and also we see like a mini fridge maybe right here, a futon going over here, and our maybe kind of like our creative space, if you will, where we'll also where maybe we can get some work done on the computer, whether it be me getting work done, the girls getting work done, or us doing family fun things as well. So this was a definite plus. We love this part of the house, this loft. Yeah.
That's amazing. So this is where magic's going to be happening.
Oh, most definitely.
So stay tuned, everyone.
Stay tuned.
Hernandez. I would like to tell you a channel name. What are we working with right now?
No, we have it. It's Hernandez Vegas Review. Hernandez Vegas, but review, R-E-V-U-E, because we do singing and dancing and little acting kind of skits, and we also do reviews of food and experiences around Las Vegas.
The Hernandez vlog.
Yeah, exactly. Both two different kind of things. So yeah.
Okay, go ahead and take a look. If you want me to go through and test any outlets on your mind, let me know. I do have my room zapper with me if you wanted to get a measurement of anything, just in case. So whatever you need, you know, we're here to make sure that the house meets your expectation.
Is that what you called it, a room zapper?
I call it, you know, I'm a little bit country, right? I mean,
I'm a little bit rock and roll.
Right? Well, but we're both Marines. Well, we're both Marines, so we know how to relate. I call it a zapper because you turn on this button, and to me, it zaps. See? It's just zapped. A laser, and then look, whatever distance we're at, it's giving me the distance.
Oh,
so
where is it?
I got this for whenever I list property and somebody's not sure and I need to verify dimensions, or if I see something on a listing for a buyer, and I'm like, that dimension doesn't seem appropriate, or it seems a little questionable, let me go ahead and zap it. Because as you've found out, price per square foot can easily add up very rapidly. Right. So it's good to verify the measurement. In the case of buying a home, it's good to know that an appraiser always zaps everything. And if there was any discrepancies, the appraiser would definitely let us know. But for you, as a home buyer, most people find this helpful because like, oh, Andrew, I ordered this furniture. I need to zap it and make sure it's going to fit. And it's like, here you go.
So actually, we could use that downstairs because we wanted to do that further.
So hang on to that then.
I'll see that.
And then when we go back downstairs, you can zap away to your heart's content.
Zap away.
It is a zapper. the bathroom, and then this is another one of your bedrooms.
That's ours.
This one right here, the light is, the fan's working right there, as you can see, but the light either needs a switch pulled on it or a new bulb. My guess is a bulb.
Oh, some parts of the repairs that are going to be made, but we knew that was there.
Correct. That's part of the credit that you guys received from the seller, was to address it.
Look for leaks underneath. Look for leaks. Oh, leaks. We have leaks. There's some water here too. So this is part of that, what we need to get fixed. So this is why the plumber's gonna come and fix all this stuff.
And you turned on the tub, right?
Yep. Yeah, there's definitely water on the bottom, so
Definitely on that one.
quick.
So Nicole, you were asking me a question about smoke detectors. What was it?
Yeah, so like that's just our own testing, or like is there someone we can call to just kind of double check, or just pretty much change the batteries kind of deal?
Change the batteries. You can do that.
Okay.
You're a homeowner now, right? I'm going to send you this really cool video too.
Do we call the fire department?
Oh my God!
And do we tell them, hey, fire department?
Could
What do we do?
that? They're like,
Could
don't
you
ever
test-
call again.
Don't make fun of safety.
Could you test that?
So you could probably stand with an upgrade. I mean, right now, obviously they met
Okay,
the
that's my
muster.
question too. These are old, right?
Super old. Yeah, she said that they are. So
They still met the muster from the home inspection, though. But
Okay.
at some point during your home ownership, being that you have a long-term vision for this house,
Right.
I would suggest probably upgrading them at your leisure
Okay.
to the ones that have the built-in carbon monoxide and smoke detectors in the same one.
Got it.
Because the carbon monoxide, obviously, we have gas in Las Vegas for cooking.
Right.
So it would detect that if there was a leak that you couldn't smell.
Duh.
Does that make sense?
Got it. Does.
Cool, cool.
Safety first.
Safety first. Now, what did you think of this green?
Oh, this green is lovely, but
Green? The green? Oh no, the green is not lovely.
She was so nice. She's like, it's lovely, but
it's gonna go.
pink.
No, I wanted a glitter wall and he won't let me get
Are you
one.
serious?
Glitter wall.
If
Yes.
she lets you have the YouTube room, you gotta let her have the
I
glitter.
wanted one accent glitter wall and then my vanity, but he said no.
Right here. Perfect. Accent glitter wall in here.
He turned it down.
He said the only place you can get it is in your closet.
This is gonna be my closet.
Okay, so test your services,
That's
good
right.
sir.
If he says I can put glitter in there, that's what I'm gonna do.
Now that's a first. Nicole says she wants a glitter wall. What do you say? Is it glitter yay or is it glitter nay? Tell us in the comment section below. Now let's hop back into it and see what else needs a sparkle. Beautiful, beautiful bathtub and shower though.
Can I take a shower real quick?
Well, it's gonna be your home in 2 days and you're gonna take a lot of showers there.
Ooh, you get double action right there.
You like taking baths?
Not so much.
Okay. That one
I
has,
will. I definitely will.
Yeah, he's more of the diva with the bubble bath.
well, he is the
I'm
YouTuber.
so busy, I hardly have time. Yeah.
Well, that one is a jacuzzi, so you'll be able to kick on some jets and have a jacuzzi tub.
And they have like a little edge to hold my wine.
You have a, yeah, you do. Wine, candles, set the ambiance.
I love it.
Good stuff. Little hot or wet?
No, just wet.
Now squeegee it.
Squeegee.
You know, they did teach
will.
us in the Marine Corps water was wet, right?
And the sun's hot.
The sun's hot and the water's wet and snow
Oh,
is
look,
cold.
this too. I didn't even know this was here.
But it's all in your mind. It is what you want it to be.
No leaks.
We can even move that into different. We can even
job,
move that.
Ariana.
We can even move that. Good job, baby. Okay, turn it off.
There you go. Great job.
Any leaks? We can even move that.
Thank you.
Good job, Ariana.
Great job.
Good job, baby. Change the toilet seats?
Change the toilet seats, yes. you've had somebody else's bum there, so a toilet sheet is pretty inexpensive. So it's up to you. I mean, some people like touching bums, so it's up to you.
Adrian said he wanted a bidet.
A
bidet.
Oh, you want a bidet. All right, I just want to jump in real quick with some very helpful final walkthrough tips. There's 6 things that we want to keep in mind because we're almost there, but not quite yet. So here's your list. The first thing is to stay consistent with the lending process. What that means is that your loan officer is going to be reaching out to you to review your closing disclosure, also known as the CD, if they haven't done so already. Even though we're just a few days from your home, we need to stay focused and finish strong what we started, which was helping you get your new home. The second thing that we want to do is make sure that your trusted real estate advisor and your escrow officer are in touch with each other so we can get you scheduled to sign your buyer closing documents. The third thing is hopefully something that you've been doing throughout this entire process, which is coordinating your moving plans. Now is the time that if you haven't done so, to go ahead and take a look at how you're going to move into your new home. Are you going to need a U-Haul? Did you hire a professional company? What is your timeline? Outline all of those considerations now and make those preparations. The fourth thing that you want to do is to remember to transfer utilities. There is nothing worse than getting the keys to your new home and the lights aren't on. So let's make sure the lights don't go out on you. The fifth thing that you want to do is to get with your loan officer and find out what that amount of money is for your final cash to close so that you can close here in a couple days on your new home. If you're able to do this earlier on, this is far better than trying to do everything the day of. So go ahead and give your loan officer a call right now if you're in the closing process and getting ready to close, and ask them what that final amount is and make that wire. And please remember, when you get ready to make your wire, to have those wiring instructions verified between you and the person that gave them to you. The sixth thing to remember is that your loan officer is going to do something called a soft credit pull. Now, that soft credit pull isn't going to impact your credit score. What it's going to do is show the loan officer if you've taken out any new lines of credit or any installment debt or made any large purchases during the closing process. Hopefully you've been listening to your trusted real estate advisor and your loan officer, and you did not do any of those things without having that conversation with your loan officer first. Let's not lose the house this close to giving you keys. So just be aware, it's there. And lastly, just stay the course. You're almost there. You've got this. Now let's get back to Adrian and Nacole.
And then this is where we'll be installing the fireman's pole.
My only question is, does it still meet the muster, and is it still in the same condition in your opinion?
It's in better condition in my opinion.
Okay. I've been watching everything, and I did get here, just so you know, about 45 minutes early, and I did go through everything. And I wanted to make sure it was all good to go before you came in here.
Ah, very nice. Thank you.
Because when we get here and we get excited, it's sometimes really easy to get wrapped in conversation. But it's my job to stay focused.
Right.
So whenever I was here earlier by myself, I went through and tested everything. So I already knew everything was good, except I couldn't test the gas because the gas isn't on this property. So first thing I wanted to do was turn the heater on because it's a little bit chilly in here. But, you know. So
Gotcha.
that being said, it already checked. I just wanted you to go through and check it, physically see it as well. Sometimes people wonder, and I get comments on the YouTube channel, sometimes they're like, hey, you know, should I as a home buyer actually be the one that turns it on, or should I let my agent do it? At the end of the day, you can always work together as a team. And if for the clients that aren't comfortable with testing it, then I'm happy just to have them follow me around and do it all. Obviously, there's nothing wrong with testing it yourself. This is your home in 2 days. It's your home in a few days when you get ready to close. Turn the faucets on. It's not going to hurt anything, right?
Did we miss anything?
Did you miss anything? No.
Okay.
The only thing that would be a little bit difficult, because obviously scheduling, but we still could go out and play with if you want, is the pool. We didn't switch on the pool pump with you yet.
Ah.
Okay.
It works, but if you want to go out, we can do that as well. And don't blind anyone, my friend.
Oh,
That's
no.
a laser. What are you doing?
I didn't turn it on yet.
What are you doing? Hey, stop talking.
Oh, it immediately shoots out.
Yes. That's like a loaded weapon.
Don't give him any new toys.
So this is from where I'm standing then, correct?
Yes. And
From where
it's
this is?
actually the way that it's set is it's already accounting for its size.
Uh-huh.
So any measurement that you see,
All right, what's up, babe?
it's already including its own size in your hand.
So it's really from here?
It's really from like back here.
Oh, okay. And then let's see, it switches if I touch that wall. Oh yeah, it does. That's crazy.
And it's accurate to 1/32 of an inch.
What's the typical length of a couch? Or what do you think would be appropriate? I'm sorry, for this room.
That's up to you and your interior design perspective.
You're a marriage counselor, a realtor, an interior designer.
Interior design? Look, I would tell you, you don't want to cut your flow in your room. But in the way that this room is designed, you may be cutting it a little bit, given the size of your family.
I think definitely if we're gonna have a long couch, the long part of it goes against this wall.
You got that right.
And then the short end of it goes like the 2 seats of it goes like right here. If it's like a 3-4 seat couch right here, and then the 2 seat of it that extends ends about like right here.
So you're right
which
about
is like
that. You're right about that, and there's 2 reasons why. Okay, given the way that this works. One, you guys are going to be in and out of the kitchen. You love the pizza cooking, and I know you guys are going to make many new recipes and share it with us on YouTube.
Definitely.
Right? So you have the open flow here.
right.
But when you come in from an aesthetic point of view, what you do to get away from the backside of that couch, right? Because you don't want it to look
Right.
because you're going to come in your front door, people are going to look left, right, left again. They're going to see the backside of a couch. So what you do is when you get your measurements, you want to make sure that you're cognizant of how long that long side of the couch will be, where the bend, if it's a sectional, is going to be, because what you like to do is keep this walkway unobstructed from right there. You see where I'm at on the stair, right?
Right here, or right here.
Give yourself like a foot to a foot and a half
That's like 10 feet.
indented to right here. And the reason being is what you can do with the backside of a couch that'll break it and make it flow better is you can get like a little bitty skinny table, for lack of a better word, just to try to explain what I'm talking about.
And I can get
It's like
I
a
get what you
buffet
mean.
of sorts.
Right, right.
Right, but without getting too bougie
Right,
with my words. I may have to Amazon him the zapper because I'm starting to think he really likes
He's
the zapper.
gonna get someone in the eye.
That leaves me with another thought, okay? And that thought is, we have been through so much in this journey together to this point, right?
Right.
What's next? Obviously, we got closing day coming up on Friday. Tomorrow, we have an interesting day. We're waiting for the title company to confirm with us when we're going to do our signing appointment. Should be sometime tomorrow afternoon. But once that's done, we still have work to do. We need you to turn on those utilities. So please do call right away to get that done with the utility companies to make sure you're getting that set up. Call the cable companies and get that done. And any last minute preparations you need to make before you move in, contact the moving companies, U-Haul. You know, you got a big family. I know because you've been telling me the last one. Have them all caravan in from California and around Las Vegas and help you guys move in. So in other words, we have logistical things because we're caught up in the excitement right now, which is fantastic. Just don't lose sight. You still got to move in, and you don't want to let the lights go out by not having the power on.
Definitely.
For sure.
So other than that, how are we feeling overall?
So ready.
Dang great. Amazing.
I'm ready to cry once I get those keys.
Are you going to cry?
Like happy tears.
Okay, do you promise? Because we might hold you to it.
And then we're gonna take a shot of Patron.
So, a shot of Patron? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
She's saying a shot of Patron, and I'm like, are you serious? Hang on a second, did I hear you correct? Because it's like Wendy when she's like, oh, Andrew, we want to dance around in the pins after that we close. I was like, what? Did I hear you correctly?
You're taking one with us.
Yeah, but he actually told me we're dancing too, and I still got to practice my moves. Otherwise, I'm
Oh yeah, that's right. We're gonna practice it. We're doing that. That's what we're doing on Friday.
That's what we're
doing on Friday.
We're practicing the dance?
No, we're doing it.
Oh, we're doing it. Oh,
And you don't have to do it perfect, but we'll help you out.
I'm good with this.
It's
He's like, no, help me out, right? I'll follow your lead.
How would you roll your shoulders? Let's see, roll your shoulders. Yeah, no, you can say, there you now do it forward though, do it forward. Yeah, there it is.
I
Now roll your shoulders. There it is, that's how you do it.
I can do that. See, you gave me something that we learned in the Marine Corps.
There it is.
Jim, shrugs. I can do this. I can do this. If that's all I gotta do, I'm good.
Right.
I try. I may have no rhythm, but hey, I'll get down the basic concepts, right? So, any last minute questions before we adjourn for the evening and then we have the fun at the title company? Very important. Get a good night's rest, eat a good breakfast, stretch your wrist. Bring your favorite signing pen. Don't forget to bring your...
My pink one?
If you know, I don't know if the title let me go.
No.
I would love to test this.
Black
I've
ink.
never had anybody ask me that before. So
Black
why
ink.
don't-
Official, what does the Marine Corps say?
blue black.
But it's always black. But the business world says black.
They say blue black, and it's like black, but whatever.
Black is always a black ink.
It's always a it's an
Alright.
ink stick.
Ink.
Right?
I was gonna say ink pen. But yeah, ink
Stick, right?
stick.
So that being said, right? Make sure
Ready.
that you have your driver's license, your social security cards, and be prepared to make your final wire because you'll be getting that information as well with your cash to close, okay?
So that's it. Driver's license, social security card,
No.
PIN.
There you go. Stretch the wrist
Okay.
and be ready to have a grand old time and be prepared to make your wire right after.
Generally, how long is the signing appointment?
Depends on you. We could be there for 6 hours if you want. If you wanted to review every last word. Or just to be, obviously I'm joking. Typically a buyer signing appointment is anywhere between 30 minutes and about an hour and 15 minutes.
Are you there?
Am I there? You know it. Are you kidding me?
We did not
You
be
think
there.
I'm going to miss all this?
Yeah, you think he's gonna miss any of that? Come
Am
on.
I going to miss? No.
Yay. Okay.
So yes, I'm going to be there and we're going to have a good time. So that's what's coming up next tomorrow, okay?
Great.
Coming up next.
Yes, you're practicing your YouTube right now. Love it. So Nicole, what are you going to do? We already have your daughter dancing. Other
Oh,
than
I'm
you-
drinking the Patron.
Oh, that's your take?
She's
Yes.
a drink. She drinks
like-
things.
Yeah.
Hernandez Family Patron.
This family Patron shot. Right by the H.
Right? Yeah, I love that. I really love that. So, cool. That's all we got. We're good to go.
Sweet. Yay.
Come on in. Huddle. Yes, Hernandez Family hug.
Love it.
See, I got that one too.
You're on the right track.
As you see with the final walkthrough, it's nice and easy to get through. It is extremely important for your trusted real estate advisor to ideally arrive well before you arrive so they can go ahead and double check everything and make sure that all the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed. At the same time, when you come to the final walkthrough, it is a time to verify the home is in the same condition as at the time that you made the offer and perhaps improved upon based upon any repairs that may have been negotiated. It could be a really awesome time as Adrian and Nacole and their wonderful family showed us laughing and carrying on and being focused on what they want to do next. Speaking of what's next, that's our closing appointment and it's coming up and we're going to be closing here in a couple of days.
Coming up next.
It's signing day for the Hernandez family.
Well, hello Hernandez family, how are you?
We're just super excited. I've been stretching my signing wrist. I've been doing the exercises.
Andrew introduces them to Katie Henry,
There she is, Katie.
who will guide them through the signing process and provide you with a rundown of all the documents that make that paperwork so big.
Well, that sure was a lot of documents.
Still feels like a pinch me moment. It's
Yes.
just- Vegas is home now.
Definitely.
And
I gotta practice my two-step, you know.